So for this step, we ask you to use some oil, and I have two choices here. I have vegetable oil that's clear, that's a very neutral flavor, works perfectly. Or if you want a little flavor punch, and I always love flavor punch, you can use toasted sesame oil. It's very earthy and will give a very Chinese, very like Asian cuisine kind of flavor to it, okay? It's your choice, whatever you have at home, no problem. Before we get the flour going, I am going to measure 1.5 tablespoons of oil and add to that beautiful yeast and broth mix. But before we do that, I want to show you mine is so beautiful and bubbly. It means it proofed well, it's ready to be used. It's still a little warm. So 1.5 tablespoons. Let it sit there for a minute. Next thing is we are going to get this flour mix into a bowl, okay? I use my fork to just mix that whole thing up. And in kitchen language, we say we're gonna make a well here. I like to say we're gonna make the hole of a volcano. So I make a little knob with my finger, get a hole in there, okay? And then I use that same fork to mix up that oil into the liquid and pour that liquid right in the middle here. Once you have what we call a shaggy dough, which means like it's gonna be in big clumps, and you can start to see that most of your flour is incorporated with the liquid. Beautiful. All right, get this fork out of the way. And what are your two best kitchen tools? Your hands. So what I do now is I just kind of pinch this dough together to make sure that all the flour is incorporated in the water, or the water incorporated in the flour. And we are using that dough almost as a mop, okay? To get all the dry bits out of the dough. Let me show you this trick. Once it's all in there, my dough is pretty clean, or my bowl is pretty clean. All right, I'm gonna put this aside. We're gonna use this in a moment, and we're gonna move into kneading. So kneading is not for the weak of heart. I don't want anybody playing piano on the dough. You're gonna use your whole body, your arm, your shoulder. If you are a shorter chef, for all my little chefs in the kitchen, make sure you have a stool or something stable for you to step in so you can get really your body in there, okay? And the way I like to knead is I put one hand on top of the other and I press into a pancake and roll it up into a ball. Press pancake, roll into a ball. We're gonna be doing this for 5 to 7 minutes, listening to music, kitchen timer, however you want. So I'm gonna come back soon and show you what the dough should look like once it's done.